Suavemente.
Murder, missing persons, wanted fugitives, and the paranormal. I'm Dennis Farina, and this is...
Bésame.
Welcome to the super ultimate audio visual experience. It's me, Sean Gardini. I'm here with my co-host and best pal, Big Chrissy.
Hello.
Sig Crippy. The coldest motherfucker in town. And we're joined... Oh, wait, what were you saying, Big Chrissy?
No, I was just, yeah.
Bing chilling. And then we're here
chilling
with our dear friend, Tim Butterly from the Dad Meat Podcast. Live from my girlfriend's apartment. This is the super ultimate audio visual experience.
Good job, man.
We're getting better. We're getting a little bit better. But we're still not great at it.
I thought that was really good.
I didn't know you were going to do that. I was like, oh.
I know, I thought that'd be fun.
I didn't know you had that in you, man. This is a new side of you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm breaking out of my shell a little bit.
That's
do
good.
the podcast.
I would actually, you've got a pretty good shell, if I was being honest.
Yeah, no,
I
I think I'm
you're
going
a
to
guy,
stay in there.
your shell's pretty useful.
Yeah. Why?
That weird candy coating that you have, that you walk around in every day, I think in some ways is perfect.
What?
I
What do
wouldn't
you
change
think?
a thing about it.
What do you think I'm hiding?
It's not necessarily that you're hiding. It's just that you're just being so weird that people kind of like leave your soft innards alone. They don't start trying to scrape you out and smear you on the pavement. They go,
Thank God.
this guy needs to be preserved.
Thank God. I'm fragile as it is.
We're keeping you in the plastic.
Someday I'm going to be worth a lot of money.
You're like a couch.
You're going to be sitting on a pervert's shelf. You're going to be sitting on an IT guy's shelf. You and a bunch of other weird dudes kept in the plastic.
You're
Like
like
Funko Bros.
Funko Pop. Bing chilling. Everything
you're
is
gonna be
awesome.
you're gonna be a hot eBay item.
Yeah, there's going to be dudes complaining about your current price on YouTube. YouTube collectors.
Yeah,
They're
touching
going to be
me.
saying like, this might be a fake Sean Gardini dealer. Don't deal with him.
Yeah.
I might get you graded. You know what that is?
No.
We'll send you off to a company and they'll seal you in plastic and they'll give you a number grade.
Number grade?
Yeah, like between 1 and 10.
Like, based on quality?
Yeah, like you've got a copy of Donkey Kong 64 in the original case, never been opened. The shrink wrap is still intact. You send it into the video game grading or whatever's, and they go, this is a 9.6. And you go, hell yeah, this has got to be worth like $250.
You're Donkey Kong 64.
You're Donkey Kong 64.
69.
Is that a one-hitter joint?
Yeah, I'm going to finish this one actually.
You never stop surprising me, man.
You want the fresh one though. Our guest gets
Probably.
the fresh one.
Yeah, that seems pretty unpleasant.
Yeah.
Nah, it's nice. Here, Big Chris, you toke on that cardboard. It's CBD though. It's CBD though.
You're feeding me the scraps.
Eat the scraps, piggy. Yeah, thanks for joining us. Yeah, I don't know. The show's been all right. Big Chrissy, we're here in my girlfriend's house, my beautiful girlfriend's house. She gave me 2 rules to podcasting today. The first rule is to not make light of the Quran. Which
Would never.
lies. Yes.
Not in a million years, dude.
So you don't gotta
And to
tell
have
me.
fun.
And the second rule is to have fun, yeah.
Was it really?
No, it was to not tell everyone where she lives.
No, yeah. That's a good rule.
Well, you've already identified that she's in a building with a Quran in it. How many are those?
No. That's crass. It's Ramadan.
Doxed her,
Ramadan just ended. It's Eid. It was yesterday.
Yeah, isn't it the name of the holiday was actually like Eid Hitler or something like that. Eid fit Hitler. It looked, dude, in the school calendar for our kids, for the reason they had off, the name of the holiday looked a lot like Adolf Hitler. And I said, "What? No way, man. Why would they do
It's like
that?"
Martin Luther King Day, but for Adolf Hitler.
It was like Adolf Hitler.
Oh,
Or something like that.
I know exactly what you mean.
yeah, that just means little Eid in
Adolf
Arabic.
Adolf Hitler.
Adolf
Adolf
Hitler.
Hitler.
Yeah,
That's
man.
crazy.
So we had a great laugh about that in our living room.
All right, guys. Yeah, don't come today. Did you read why?
Banks are closed.
It's pretty crazy. You should really read
You
the
guys are
calendar.
cool, so I'm going to tell you about this Muslim holiday. You guys are always nice to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you about the Muslim Hitler holiday.
Astaghfirullah.
So don't make fun of that, and we're good.
Yeah, then we're good. But I was laughing before I told both of you guys when you were coming here on directions on how to get here. I said, take a left at the black guys, and then once you hit the Asians, you've gone too far.
Yeah, that is South.
I didn't-
So they could locate her based off of that, I guess.
They're going to be on Reddit sharing numbers of black dudes on per corner. I'm not seeing any Asian guys. Like when Shia LaBeouf put up the flag.
Yeah,
That's going to be your
yeah,
girlfriend's
yeah.
apartment. They're going to be driving around honking in the neighborhood. So as long as we don't do that, we're set.
We're good. And yeah.
I was with you at the stand like the day after the first episode came out, and people were coming up to you to tell you how much they liked it, and it just spun you out so bad.
No, they weren't. They were saying, hey, man, congrats on the podcast. It's going to get better eventually.
That was
Yeah.
the message you were taking. They were going like, hey man, I like the podcast. It's gonna be even better. And you were just like, oh, podcast stinks.
So that's the shell, dude.
You
That's 'cause
steamed
I
up
let
the
you
inside of your
into-
Funko Pop box.
You got sweet of that chocolatey Senna. You got a taste of that sweet chocolatey Senna.
That was
It's
what
actually
I.
quite sour.
Yeah, they
That
got a
was
hold
what-
of you, man.
That was what my impression was initially.
What?
Like just like, well,
I know, because we're
well, we-
gay retards.
Nice.
Me and Big Chrissy are just always like, this stinks. We're the worst.
Well, no, but I mean, I'm saying like my immediate like I told them like, oh yeah, we're gonna like this is the podcast, and then they were like, oh yeah, like I listen. Like my dad is always kind of like, yeah, I listened,
He's
but
not
he
impressed.
won't.
My dad did that
He
early
won't,
on.
he won't go beyond that.
When I started podcasting, my dad did that early on. He was like, oh, listen to the podcast, bud. And his response, he's only ever had one response to anything I do. He goes, great job, bud.
yeah.
All right, bud.
Yeah, that's sort of what my dad does.
And
too.
it's like, oh, did you hear the part where I was like joking about you being forced to fuck a guy to save my life and thought it was funny? He's just like, yeah, man, it's funny stuff, bud. Great job.
yeah, that's what me and Big Chrissy do too. And my dad's never mentioned it either. On the first episode, we joked about our dads taking over the podcast and then starting to kiss because they got to like each
having
other.
sex with each other.
And now
the
we just
best.
mentioned it again, and our dads are probably going to hear it again.
Yeah,
Dude, there's no greater joy in a dad's life than
Yeah,
his
but-
kids calling him gay.
yeah. My dad is gonna be like, yeah, I listened this week. What? Yeah, I listened last week. That was fine. This week
What
got a little
gives?
weird.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, man.
No.
Now he'll like this one. I know a lot about being a dad. I could really interface with him.
You call him after the
I'll
podcast.
call him
Hey, I
like,
just
yo,
heard.
what's up, dude? We're both gay. Me and you are two gay guys. Sucks, dude. Sucks that we made a decision a long time ago and it made us gay forever. But that's guys like us. That's cool guys. You like that.
I hope so. He called us stoners last week.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that was.
So we're just
And
stoners.
this week we're smoking weed.
Yeah.
And this week we're smoking cocks. We're
Whoa. That was the big fear when
This
we were
week
doing,
we're blasting cocks.
when we were doing Stoner Dads and we were just getting high during a weekday every week. Our biggest fear was that all three of our dads were going to show up at the same time and pull us out by our collars. You're just feeling like a fucking loser.
Yeah.
Like, oh, dude, I fucking goof around and smoke weed. Cool job. And my dad goes, great job, bud. That's it. I go, did you listen? He goes, nah, man. I can see how good you're doing.
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see.
Well, I could
We're
mention.
in
I could say why I'm in Philadelphia this week.
Oh yeah, Big Chrissy took a part of the Stanford prison Chrissy experiment.
No, but yeah, no, it was like
He
it was a
experimented
study.
on by the University of Penn.
I got a message from
Whoa.
someone who was like, "Hey, I'm a fan."
Hey,
Like,
Chrissy, we found a female of your species, and we'd like to put you in the same pen.
yeah,
Yeah, dude.
like creates like a, yeah,
You're going extinct.
the city
We threw a
starts like,
lasso into space, and we grabbed a broad from whatever you are.
bizarro Big Chrissy, but a lady. Yeah, no, but it was a UPenn, like it was like a behavioral study, and so what it was there were two like groups of students that I was getting. Each of them had to come up with like a 2-minute like stand-up routine, and I was the guy in like the breakout room who was like, oh hey, like go ahead. And so they each had to perform, and based on 2 different groups, I had to like react like one way, like be positive with this group and laugh, and
heckle
with
the other one.
and with the other group be like, yeah, that like needs work.
Damn, you psyoped them.
Well, but the thing is,
You should have brought a basket of tomatoes.
no, but the thing is, as it went along, like initially I was like, oh, it's a study about them, but like by the middle of the second day, I was like, no, it's me.
Yeah, you
They're
were the
studying-
subject.
They're studying me. So.
Oh,
So
damn,
then,
I was
but
hoping
then
so
it was
much that
it was
you
the
were on,
worst
like, a
thing.
metal
It was the
table.
worst thing to do on like 420, because then you were like, you were smoking weed, and later in the day, like, who's a spy? Who's
Is
like
anything real?
has the experiment ended yet? Like I was like thinking about all these different like
you were Truman
Whoa.
Showed. You were Chrissy Showed.
I was yeah. So I came back to Philly, and now I'm gonna like wake up on Shutter Island.
I was
in a
hoping
straight
so.
Has the
jacket.
study concluded?
Yeah.
That's what
It
you
was 2
think,
days?
dude.
Yeah, no, that's
yeah, it hasn't even started
you're,
yet,
you're
dude.
one of the scientists.
Obviously.
We could be.
Yes.
Obviously. I'm a paid actor, actually.
I know, it's weird. It's weird. I'm still in like a mode of yeah.
We could try to guess his unlock code, whatever it is.
Yeah.
6969.
Yeah, it just goes and then I wake up.
Yeah.
Damn, I was
In a
hoping so
hospital.
bad.
What?
You're in a hospital?
No, I'm saying like then I wake up in like a
He's in a hospital now. This is a coma.
No, that's what I'm saying. I wake
Could
up
be.
and I'm in like a straitjacket and yeah.
So what were these stand-up routines like? Did you actually
No.
get to watch them, or?
Yeah, well some of them
Man,
were
some of them funny?
funny but like completely like
Okay, I'm sorry.
unintentionally.
No, you're good.
Yeah, which is, I mean,
Well, but this one
they
guy
just sent you to an open mic.
yeah,
true.
with yeah.
True.
So one of the first guys, like he did almost like aggressive like yo mama jokes, like mean jokes.
So he was black, is what you're saying?
But he
Urban
was
comic.
no,
first
but
up.
I'm saying he was extremely nervous.
Nah, that's crass.
He was like a nervous college kid who was like, "Oh, your dad's so dumb he thinks 1 + 1 is 3." And then he was like,
no, he wasn't
like-
really nervous. Was he pretending to be nervous, or
No,
was he actually nervous?
he was nervous, but he couldn't think of the next like joke. So for a couple like he was like, and he was like, my sister's so fat, and he was like painfully like reciting these like street jokes, and
I see.
I was like, I think he like reinvented the form. Like I didn't want to tell him that, but I was like, this might be the funniest thing.
Now, was
Like-
he in the positive feedback group?
Nervous. Well, no, I had to be like, well,
That needs work.
yeah, that yo mama joke is not as good. Like, I was like, what do I say to these people? But he especially, I really wanted to be like, I think you like, you should like
You
go,
next
go
up.
on. Yeah, this is like to nervously tell yo mama jokes, like
That is very funny.
and like struggle between the pauses. Like
you gotta do that.
I'll just say I've heard the African lion African joke before.
Yeah.
Other than that,
But
I mean,
who
you could
else?
tighten all that up.
Oh, one girl was very intense. She was like, you know what I think you are? Instead of a comedian, you're a sadist because you made us take this test and fill out these forms. And I was like, whoa.
Was she
Like,
so were
that's
they
what
actually
makes-
testing you?
well, that's the thing. That's what makes me think they were like, let's throw this in and see what this guy does. Like in this room, like see what. See
Yeah,
what
someone with a
see what
clipboard and headphones said, "Let's agitate him."
See what the monkey does.
Yeah.
So no, that's yeah. And
Did you
a
stutter? Did you go?
curveball.
I
was
no,
like,
I didn't.
Humana.
well, I had to give feedback, and so I was like, "Well, that was weird." Like I didn't know. No, but I think I said like some people have had different approaches. You were the first to do that, and so they might have been like, "Yeah, we got him. He fell right into our trap." You know, like the whole
got
time
him.
I was like thinking about like what could be happening in like the other room. Are there all these walls like fake?
How many people
walls?
were watching the comedy? Was it just you?
It was me and the person in like a small room. But the thing was, they had cameras facing both directions. So
They had a person doing stand-up comedy to just you
To just
in a
me.
small room.
yeah,
Like how small? Like a closet?
it was
Phone
like
booth?
it was like a small, almost like a breakout office room. Like it was very small. Like I'm trying to think.
I'm picturing it right now.
It was like there was like a desk between us, and that's really it. Like it was just like a small square room.
So kind of, I don't know. You've been on like really awkward auditions, right? It's not that
I
far off.
haven't, no.
Oh, okay. Well, there's probably not a different kind of audition, but you walk in.
It did. Well, it did kind of feel like. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
That, like, so I was, but there was so much. The thing was too, between like the sessions, there was so much downtime, and there was no direction as to like we just kind of stayed there, and like waited. But these
there might have been like a deadline to apply for grants, and this was just like a word salad that got funding somehow. It's like, I guess we have to do it.
Can these comedians, will they say yes? And I was like, yeah, sure. Sure.
Yeah, that's awesome. You should have not said a single word and just gave them thumbs up and thumbs down.
Well, I was thinking about looking at the cameras and being like, like acting like really crazy.
Just throwing shit at the camera.
Just again, you do it again. Someone get in there.
Go in. It's time to go in. Something's wrong with patient 2.
Oh man.
I'm the king of comedy.
But then when someone comes in, I'm like, hey, what's up? No, tell me. You're supposed to, I was like really calm when someone walks in to tell the jokes, but once they're gone, I'm like, start laughing like Robert De Niro in Cape Fear.
Man, you think you have the room to yourself? You're just whispering the N-word, hoping it gets picked up on one of the hidden microphones.
Yeah, I look at a camera. I'm like, oh shit. Oh no. Oh wait, no, I didn't.
You start trying to cough and make it sound like that was,
It was
what
my
the noise
phone.
was.
It was my phone. I was watching a video on my phone.
I'm on the phone with
phone?
a black guy.
Yeah.
I was just talking to a black guy.
Yeah.
I was just talking to my black friend.
So
Just
anyway,
doing
yeah,
street
that was the study. I didn't mean to. If that like derailed,
No, I want to talk more about this.
it was insane.
Yeah,
it was
are you
pretty.
expecting any kind of follow up or the veil be lifted?
It would be funny if they were like, "Yeah, here are your results. You're very abnormal. You're a very weird person."
Yeah, you're gonna have to start reading science journals to see if this gets published.
Yeah, I should. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, we convinced 4 people to kill themselves with mediocre stand-up feedback.
Yeah.
A comedian, a young comedian whose name is, and then I'm like, "That's me. That was me."
Big Chrissy.
Yeah.
Did they find you because of comedy, or was this like a Craigslist
that's
thing?
the thing. The person who reached out to me, it was like over Instagram, and they were like, "Oh, I'm a fan. But I study this." Like, she was like a graduate student, and this was like.
What did she say she studied?
I think it's like a.
We study one retarded guy at a time. that's our lab. Basically, is what it's set up for. Could you participate in a blind study?
Yeah. You're our perfect new specimen. We just think you're so weird.
Yeah, I was hoping so badly that you would have been like laid out naked on a metal table with like a bunch of like co-ed just college students
And
like
they're like,
poking you and stuff.
Is this funny?
Yeah.
No, it's not funny.
That was making me laugh so hard thinking about that. You're just being like, how
yeah,
much?
like-
When's lunch? And you're like,
And I'm like, so a guy goes into a bar. I'm like trying to make them laugh. Yeah, that's weird. No, it was but it was a strange, very strange study. Like I don't know. It was like normal enough during the day, but then later in the day when I was done with it, I was like, what?
when you took
What was
some
that?
ganja.
You know? No. I don't know. It was just like I didn't smoke anything or anything. It was just like
He was fasting for Adolf Hitler.
Adolf Hitler. I was,
Ramadan Kareem, everybody.
so anyway, yeah.
Well, that was horrifying.
Sorry, yeah.
That would really bother me if I had that hanging over my head every day.
Yeah, if the study was over or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Dude,
about
just
it.
not knowing what the purpose was, I think would
Yeah.
really keep me up at night.
Yeah, maybe it will now.
You could do pretty weird shit to me.
Now that
you
you
could like
said that-
physically punish me if I know what the point is.
Now
But
that
if
you
they
just-
go, we're done, that's it. I'd feel pretty seriously fucked up about it.
Now that you said that, it will haunt my dreams.
Not knowing it would seriously kill me.
They did give me a gift basket, which I thought was funny.
That might have some clues in it.
Poison.
They were like, here you go. It was like little
Did you
trinkets.
get money too? Did
I
you
got a
get
water
money?
bottle. Yeah, I got paid for it, but they gave me like, they're like, yeah, it's like my activation. Like,
Yeah.
whenever I see the
a
gift
remote
bag,
control.
I'm like, yeah, it was nuts.
I stumbled upon a mystery. I
Well,
haven't told anybody about this yet.
What mystery? Well, what a great place to break it.
Yeah, if you guys want to hear about it, I'll tell you about it.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear about
To
it.
be here, fair warning, it ends in a cliffhanger. So I haven't solved it yet. Are you still okay with hearing about this, or is not knowing going to kill you?
Yeah, no.
Well, we'll
Two
see.
of podcasting greatest minds here at your service.
I have one lead so far, and I'll tell you about it. So I was walking with Danny Dubs and Rob Cruz through Pennypack Park, which is like the woods behind my house. And there's this trail that I walk on, I run on, I ride bikes with my kids on. I use this trail for everything. It's so nice. It's by a creek. And at one point, there's this nice little, it's a high bridge actually for, what the rest of the setup is. And you get to just look over the creek, and it moves kind of slow most of the time. And so we paused there, and we were just checking it out and, getting annoyed by the mosquitoes and Hispanics. And right before we go to move on, I turned and looked toward the less picturesque side, and down in the creek, kind of right in the middle, was a black book bag, a school bag, backpack, and it had
knapsack.
It had a little lunch pail attached to it, and it was just sitting right in the creek, like it was touching the floor. It wasn't moving with the water or anything like that. And I said, "Well, I got to know what's in that." And I figured it was probably either empty or full of like just homeless guy knickknacks.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, not knowing would kill me, and so I took my shoes off.
I would have left that there.
I pulled my track pants up and I walked out to the middle, and I started dragging it back, and it was so heavy, and I was just like, yes,
There's a baby in there.
this is going, no, that would be terrible.
Yes, a baby.
Yeah, finally, yeah. I drag it back and I start opening it, and first I look in like how there's sometimes there's a top little tiny pocket just for stone, like a lighter or something like that, and I check in there first, and I find a lighter and a little like brass bowl, and inside the bowl is like a half moon with like a face on it, like a little, almost like it would be like a ornament type thing. Or like a charm,
a pendant.
And
like
I go, okay, that's cool, that's nice.
Feels like a haunted item.
Exactly.
It's like the start of a horror movie.
Exactly,
Yeah,
and it
that's a
fit
cursed
perfectly in the
pendant.
brass dish. Although it looked like they didn't there was something ceremonial about it, but I thought that's great. This is exactly what I'm
Sounds
looking
like
for
a
today.
Kush smoking
Yeah.
kit.
It does, and so I opened the main pack.
Uh-oh. Baby time.
Worse.
Little Bones.
The first thing that I see is a completely saturated copy of the book Osama bin Laden, The Man Who Declared War on America. Under that, hookah pipes.
Oh, no.
Dude.
Eid. Happy Eid.
Nothing in the lunch pail that was attached
Eid
to it.
Mubarak.
Those are the first two things I find. I find a bunch of other shit. I find different ornamental stones, something that look like turquoise. I find a crystal, more hookah supplies, and then at the bottom a bunch of like every kind of phone cable you could think of, like
Oh.
micro USB, USB mini, USB-C, iPhone, every kind, and then under that an SD card.
CP time.
Hopefully not, but
Did you plug that boy in
not yet. It's still sitting in my kitchen drying out. I'm drying it. I'm going to find out what's on it this week.
Put it in the rice?
Yeah, I cleaned the contacts. I'm drying it. I'm just praying, please, dude, let me get some. So I go through there's so much shit in it. I dump it all out in front of my
Enchanted
house.
knapsack.
I showed it to my wife, and then the last thing that I found.
You brought it back.
Oh, dude, I mean, poor Mary Jo.
and you were
Poor
like,
MJ,
look what
dude.
I found in the creek.
You know what I did? I didn't even go in the
Get a load
house.
of this.
I opened the screen door. I went, babe, are you down here? And she was like, what? I said, you gotta come outside. And she just did not want to come outside. And I was like, babe, seriously. And she goes, oh my God, is this bad? I said, well, not really. And she was just like, she thought I was coming home with an emergency. And
Woman, this is the best day of our lives.
Yeah. You have to come see this guy's mobile hookah setup at Osama bin Laden shrine.
An SD card of CP.
Yeah, so we'll see what's up with the SD card. We're going to take it to the studio and figure it out. Oh, the last clue that I found, though, was a woman's hoop earring decorated across the middle with a woman's name.
Oh, what was her name?
Erin. E-R-I-N. So maybe that was a victim. Maybe this was a
Yeah, seriously,
maybe this was a woman on the last rung.
Missing woman. You just see news about Aaron. You're like,
I can't wait to go to the
no.
library and read microfiches about weird Muslim guys in the woods.
Hello, 911. I think I found evidence for something.
Hello, 9/11.
And her three favorite things were hookah, SD cards, and Osama bin charging her phone and Osama bin Laden.
Broken vape carts.
If there's
everywhere.
anything she loved more than charging her phone, it was Osama bin Laden.
The book was so big and wet and heavy too. Really substantial.
It's a sacred
Wait,
scroll.
did you open it up and was there something
I looked
cut,
for
cut
markings,
inside of it?
nothing like it was tough because it was so wet and kind of pulpy that I was like destroying it by flipping through
You
it.
open it up and
Oh,
there's
there was
another SD card.
There was also a cheap Star Wars kite in there.
Oh.
And I opened it up and it was wet, and so I just draped it over my front like chain link fence, like outside of my front door.
Yeah.
So there's been a cheap Star Wars kite floating 3 feet off the ground in the wind every day. And my next door neighbor tried talking to my 5-year-old about it. She was like, "Is that your Star Wars kite?" And he looked over and he had never seen it before. And he was like, "I have no idea what that is." And I'm just like, dude, just ignore it, man. I'm drying some stuff out. Don't worry about it, buddy.
No, that's my dad.
Yeah, that's my dad's evidence, dude.
Yeah.
No, it's not my Star Wars kite.
Like, I think that'll be handed over to the police soon. We're just getting it dry.
This stuff looked like it was all in there for a very long time, but I realized that this guy was living on the lam.
What kind of backpack was it?
Puma, black Puma backpack.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
That's wild.
I don't know either.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
That
I got a
SD
lot
card
riding
is-
on this SD card, dude.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for like
It
some
explains every piece of evidence perfectly. Not just the backpack, but like
There's multiple
the Star
PDFs,
Wars
yeah.
Well,
flag.
dude, there was 3 different pairs of AirPods, different generations.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Were they like intact and like?
Kind of. I mean, as much as they could be
Yeah.
submerged in a creek for
Yeah, oh,
maybe
yeah.
100 years. Who knows how long it's been there?
Damn. I
Although
wonder.
like, maybe the AirPods kind of dated.
This is
to
so
more recent than
intriguing.
100
Yeah.
years now that I think of it.
True.
This is so intriguing.
I know. I can't wait.
Damn. What if it somehow comes back to the study I
We-
did at
we-
UPenn?
No, there's going to be an episode of the Super Ultimate Audiovisual Experience on there.
It's like you ever see Unsolved Mysteries?
What if I'm actually the subject now that I'm realizing this? What if they did something to you knowing that we were going to intersect
I know.
here?
And now we have to like figure it out with our clues.
We have so many
The
clues.
SD card. Well, what if the SD card you put it in? It's like UPenn documents, and it goes deeper and deeper into.
In episodes of
It's
our
a- it's a
podcast, and they're drawn over like NFL footage.
This is like
you know?
Twin Peaks. This is like the beginning of Twin Peaks.
It's like the smaller one keeps itching his genitals.
These autistic guys are pretty uncomfortable.
That's a big problem. I'm trying to get over is itching my genitals on the podcast.
Dude, my
I
mean,
I'm gonna freaking pull it
you
off.
do have to
sometimes.
stop doing that.
as I
Wait,
get
really?
older though, dude, I'm getting itchier and itchier all the time. I can never seem to be comfortable.
I'm an itchy ass brother.
Oh, so we documented the whole thing, by the way. Just
On
just
film?
Yeah, we were actually in the woods trying to like get something else going. We were trying to get something started in the woods. Whoa. And that completely derailed our entire day.
Well, no, it
And
made
no,
changed
yeah,
everything.
you did.
It
You
didn't.
succeeded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It started something.
So that's my
And
thing
then a
that I
little
brought.
black backpack floated into your life.
Mm-hmm.
And
Just like the
changed-
song.
I didn't bring anything to the table.
What did you do this week?
I have a bit of a blemish on my penis.
Whoa. Oh no.
Yeah, but I don't want to get into that.
That's a whole nother thing.
It's another mystery. We each
What'd you
shared
do to
our
your-
own mystery
What'd
this
you do to your
week.
penis, dude?
Between all of us.
Three mysteries. We're like an R.L.
mystery
We're like
of
an
Sean.
R.L. Stein. We're both R.L. We're telling some
We're the Hardy
goosebumps.
Boys, dude.
Goosebumps
I
that
got
don't have
goosebumps
endings.
on my fucking penis.
Yeah, maybe there it is.
The Hardy Boys.
What'd you do to that thing? You're pulling it too hard?
I was pulling it too hard and with no lubricant, and I ended up with a blemish on it, and then I had to be like, "Babe, my penis isn't in great shape
Sorry,
right
Indian
now."
burned my penis.
Yeah,
I know it's
sorry.
not supposed to make that kind of joke here.
Oh, we haven't been recording this whole time.
Oh no, that would be
Psych.
That would be so.
Oh, you psyched us?
April Fools,
That would be the
brothers.
first
I
time.
didn't believe you. I don't like that at all.
April Fools, brothers.
We all shared our mystery. What would we have without our mysteries this week?
I really feel like I'm being driven by mystery lately. It feels great. It feels good to finally have like a direction. You know what I mean?
Well, that's-
Outside of just like
I
trying.
was saying to Sean, the last time I saw you, we were both laughing about Paul Pelosi.
That's also the last time I saw you.
At that time, another mystery.
Yeah.
That was a big mystery at the time.
Oh yeah. DePape wanted the pee-pee.
Penis.
Dude, we were just laughing about how the idea that the cops stumbled upon them before anyone had been hit. So once they all saw this guy hitting another guy with a hammer, the idea that all the cops were like, "Whoa, what the hell is going on, buddy? Who are these guys? What is happening?"
Yeah. It was like a Kubrick scene when they
Yeah.
opened the
True, yeah.
doors and the body cam.
The video is nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, God bless Paul Pelosi though, dude.
He took the hit.
He really got thwomped.
he got
I hate to
bonked.
bring this up. Obviously, this is old news, but that was so satisfying.
He got bonked for sure.
Bonk.
He got malleted.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Bank.
No, but yeah, that was the last time. And so now I'm happy to see
It's
you
been a
again.
minute. It's been an entire news cycle since then.
Yes,
we don't
yeah.
even talk
A
about
couple
that
of them.
anymore.
What are we talking about now? What's the new? I don't know.
I
Shit.
don't know what we're talking about.
I don't know. We shared our mysteries, and now what? What could be the thing?
I don't know. It feels like it all kind of. You can't really talk about any news without talking about Hunter Biden anymore.
You
That's like
think?
the biggest. Yeah, that's like the
Is
biggest
there
thing.
always some stuff with him?
It's like no matter what happens anywhere in the news, it's always
There's always something.
someone's like, "Don't forget about Hunter Biden." Seriously,
There's something about Mary,
Seriously?
but
there's something about
there's
Hunter.
something about Hunter. He's
I
always.
just saw a thing that a child sex ring was broken up in the Finger Lakes, which I mean,
Yeah, I heard
perfect
about
location.
that. In the
But
picture,
apparently he's got a Finger Lakes
tattoos
tattoo on his back.
Yeah. He has
Oh.
a tattoo of the Finger Lakes on his back.
It's an anti-tramp stamp. It's up by the shoulders. It's a penultimate tramp stamp.
Oh man, yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Well, because I remember when
So
all
obviously he
the,
got a Finger Lakes tattoo because he was a big fan of the child sex ring that just got busted.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember when all this stuff was coming out about
That
him, like during the
bastard.
pandemic. Like, have you ever seen like the photos of him?
Oh,
Like,
brother.
there's a-
I've seen the photos of
There's a photo of him like holding like a prostitute's hair.
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
like,
Yeah, 'cause she's thrown up, man.
There's videos of him.
he's, like, smiling.
He's being a good boyfriend.
Yeah.
but he's
What the
looking
heck,
at he's
dude?
looking at the
You
camera
wouldn't rub a
though.
prostitute's back while she puked in the
He's,
toilet?
he's looking at the camera though, like he's in like a romantic comedy. Like he's like,
Yeah, well, have you seen the videos of him like fucking and masturbating and shit?
I haven't. No, maybe. Oh damn, maybe I'm not not even as deep as I've seen. I
seen a
remember
lot of
when
videos.
wild
Yeah.
stuff was coming out, but I didn't realize that it was like still.
It's like it
videos
saturated
of
the
him
news. It
smoking
saturated the
crack.
news, and then you were very quickly supposed to pretend like you never saw any of it.
Yeah.
Like
'Cause I
you
guess
go,
they're
that
just-
Hunter Biden stuff's weird. They would go, "What the fuck are you even talking about, dude?
Are you
Okay?
racist?
What the fuck?
You're
dude?
sounding pretty
I knew you were a
racist to me.
fucking reactionary, fucking grifter, dude. I knew this was a grifter podcast trying to just pander to fucking Reddit conservative retards, dude. That's what I knew this podcast was. I don't even know why I showed up talking about fucking Hunter Biden, man.
Did you see the video that the president's son's smoking crack? You're sounding pretty racist to me right now.
Yeah, oh wow, dude. You didn't know you fucking hated trans people. If I got one wish, if I got a hold of a monkey paw for one finger, I would go back in time and switch out Stephen Paddock and Hunter Biden. And we'd still have Stephen Paddock just partying on the internet.
Oh yeah.
Stephen Paddock, the Mandalay Bay
Yeah.
quote unquote shooter.
No,
by the
no.
way.
Yeah, I know about that.
And Hunter Biden
That's
would have
another
been
wild.
executed by the state in a hotel room after not firing a shot.
Yeah, framed. Yeah.
But that's just me being reasonable. I'm saying I don't,
Yeah.
We all have one wish, Tim.
we gotta pretend that this stuff isn't real.
We have one
Yeah,
wish.
right.
So that we
Well,
can have
that's
friends.
just it.
We gotta
Yeah.
pretend this shit's fake so we can have fucking
Well,
friends.
I remember
man.
Yes, we can hang out.
I've told the story of that when Jeffrey Epstein died. I was like lifeguarding, and I remember being like,
on
"Holy
Epstein Island.
no,
Yeah.
I was like, "Whoa, hey, what do we do about boss?"
Fucking, we can go home early. Boss is dead.
Hey, check still coming on Friday?
Hey guys, whoa, what's the deal?
Who do I talk to about
Did
my
you guys
hours?
did you guys see Twitter? Jeff
No
is
fucking
dead.
way, dude. He was just
Mr.
here.
Epstein passed away.
No, but I remember.
Old man Epstein.
But I was like into the new, like I remember when that was like going down, that like he was going to jail and people were like, what is like, there was stuff always talked about in like this like 3 or 4 day period, and then he was dead. And I remember like showing people being like, guys, Jeffrey Epstein died in prison.
Only
and people
the
were like,
good die
"Whoa."
young.
No, but people were like, oh, I don't even know what that is. And I was like,
everyone's like,
everyone's
what
like,
are you
what are
doing?
you talking about? And I was like, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go out in 10. But it was like, yeah, it was way, to me, I was like, this is nuts. And they were like, all right, dude.
Yeah, I'd fallen into that trap a couple times, telling like people I know about that, and then they're just like, all right,
Yeah.
they don't care at all. And I'm
That's why
just
I've
like,
actually had to force myself to just not
sorry.
care about anything and just watch like speedrunning videos instead.
Yeah, well,
So at any given time, the only new information I receive in a given week is just like some autistic kid broke a record playing, fucking Super Mario 64.
well, we always get info. Remember our friend Darius?
Oh, Darius just got swatted. Yeah, it fucking.
Do you know
sent a prayer up
about
for
Darius?
Is that real?
Yeah, you know Darius.
I don't think I do.
He's our friend from the internet. I'll show him to you.
He got swatted, but
He lives with his parents, so his parents got swatted. But yeah, that shit really pissed me off.
should we explain Darius? Darius is
Yeah, we can explain Darius.
Maybe let me see him first. I might recognize him, and then
So we send a prayer up for Darius.
2 chicken, 2
two
bagel.
tater tot.
Send Darius 2 chickens, 2 bagels, and a tater tot.
what's he do?
Sorry.
I don't need to be impressed by him. I just need to know who the guy is.
What? Yeah, you go find a good
trying to-
Darius.
That's Darius. The boy is Darius.
So he's a TikToker. Damn.
So Darius is a friend of the podcast.
And they swatted him.
Yeah, which sucks, dude, because he's an autistic kid. That's very.
Will they get him
non-functional.
on?
I have no idea. Actually, I didn't watch
It's
the
probably
video.
pretty serious.
It really made me sad.
It's probably pretty serious, dude.
His mom was like crying.
Yeah, well, you broke that news to me as I was about to go into the study, and I was like, I'm already losing my mind.
begins. No.
I'm already losing my mind. And now you're telling me Darius got swatted?
Yeah, they fucking got our boy. Free Darius. Darius ain't do nothing wrong but stim a little bit.
Well, I mean, he could be doing some pretty bad stuff, man. He's on the internet. That might be an adult man. That might not be a child.
That's a good point.
Whoa. It's all part of the study.
True, it could be a part of the study.
Darius-
Darius has never been real.
Yeah, Darius is a creation.
I was fucking with Ben. Ben's a
Pardon me.
12-year-old. I was fucking with Ben. He was texting with a girl. And I said, "Ooh, do you have a girlfriend?" He was like, "Shut up!" Like he was doing the whole like, "Shut up, Dad." And I was like, "Who is she?" And he was like, "I'm not telling you." And I was like, "Ooh, I know who she is." And he was like, "No, you don't. Just stop." I was like, "Well, as long as it's a girl and not a grown man pretending to be a girl on the internet." And he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Nothing." I thought it was gonna be so funny. I was like, "Hey man, as long as you're talking to a girl, and not a fucking grown man pretending to be a girl on the internet." And he was just like,
And you're
Think
like,
I'm
you
gay,
get
dude?
it
"How the fuck
because
would that happen?"
you get it.
I was like, "Never mind, dude. Forget it."
Yeah, true.
You don't get it because there are millions of
Yeah.
people out there on
Imposters.
many apps who are
Yeah, I was
just
like, let me
have
see
to
your algorithm,
explain.
dude. Isn't the internet just like showing you guys like this all the time on YouTube and shit? What the heck? You're not watching fucking pedophile hunters? Okay, well,
Yeah,
good luck with the fucking girl.
that has become a whole empire of is those videos of just like dudes like doing like DIY pedophile hunting videos.
Yeah, I think Big J goes along with them
They're poachers,
sometimes.
dude. Hunting the most dangerous game.
Yeah.
A man
I saw
that
one of
fucks
this
boys.
one guy was in like a supermarket
Sicko.
and he was like not like screaming.
Oh, the Asian guy?
Yes, it was
Asian
the
guy.
Asian.
the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes, I'm not talking to child. I come to buy shampoo.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, they're all, dude, it's crazy how many
me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
clearly gay Asian
Let
guy.
me leave.
But a lot of these dudes are just retarded.
Yeah,
You almost feel bad, like you're watching, like when you would feel bad during some of the more retarded parts of Forrest Gump. You go, I know what he did was really terrible. Come on, man. He's obviously his brain is fucking broken.
Yeah.
Do you ever see the little fat guy that squeals like a pig? He goes, get away from me! And they follow him back to where he lives in like a fucking motel, like a trucker motel. He's got like a long-term apartment or whatever.
Extended
And they're
stay.
following him back and they're banging on his door like, we just want to know why you're trying to talk to kids online. And he opens the door and he goes, get away from me! And they like, there's like 3 parts of the
Sounds
video.
like
They follow him to like a car dealership.
I'm imagining like
Dude, he's trying to like return a lease, and they're like, "We just want to know why he talks to kids on the internet." And he's like, "I don't fucking talk to kids."
I'm
You
imagining.
gotta find this guy.
I'm imagining like a cartoon character, like just like a drawn man.
Oh yeah, he looks like like a other universe,
reminds
like
me-
Danny DeVito type guy.
Yeah.
Short as fuck,
The Bagel Boss.
clearly fucking ruined,
Bagel Boss type.
genetically
Bagel
spiked
Boss.
into the
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah, that's
Bagel
true.
Boss is a pedophile for sure.
Yeah,
Are you allowed to just say that about people?
he's got that build.
Say anything you want nowadays, dude. It's a free country, ain't it?
Anyway, I like that guy.
That reminded me.
That's my favorite
Dude, I don't even know that
pedophile.
guy.
There's a
Prey.
video I saw. It's not like it wasn't like a pedophile hunting one, but it was a guy getting kicked off a plane. Mm-hmm. And
Black guy?
No, it was a white guy who was like, "Please, no." No, but it was like he was like I think drunk and like he was like, "Don't take my phone, don't take it." And then you saw like a guy working obviously at the airport like he was like laughing, and you can clearly see him in the video like, "Please, no, anything but that." Yeah.
A little
Is he being
weasel
sarcastic
guy.
or is he being genuine?
No, he's being genuine. Well, it was-
be playing
What's it-
in glasses.
What's crazy about it is how quickly he goes from just a guy being like, "What? No, I can't. Like, I'm not gonna get off the plane," until he's like, "Whoa, please stop it now! But I already paid for the Wi-Fi."
My favorite plane
And the
video.
guys are like holding him like. I think it's all what it turns into is a video of a ton of people on a plane trying not to laugh at a guy who's like visibly like
Dude,
squealing.
he might have had a humiliation fetish. He was just combing his pants the whole time.
Yucky.
Oh, you don't understand. Please, this is my favorite thing.
I'm lower than a worm. Oh, please.
It's a very weird video. I mean, he's like, I think he might have been drunk, but
Yeah.
just what came out of him, everyone was like, "Dude, when you get out of this, when you're sober at some point, you're gonna regret this forever. You're this guy now forever."
Did you see the guy that got kicked off the plane because he was complaining about the baby? I think
Yes,
he told a baby,
yeah.
shut that motherfucking baby up.
Yeah.
Before I come up there, I'll break my foot up in his ass or something like that.
There's
I'm
one part-
paraphrasing.
Yeah,
And then
there's
they had
one-
him get off the plane.
There's a part where someone goes, "Sir, you're yelling," and he goes, "The baby, is
baby
too.
yelling.
The baby's yelling.
That
too."
baby got yelling money?
Oh, yeah.
He does. Yeah, he does ask if the baby paid more. That baby paid more to yell.
My favorite one is
her neighbors.
I want to shake your hand. I want to shake your hand.
that's my favorite one.
Did you see Amtrak had to start? It had to ask people to stop watching pornography on the train.
What?
Apparently, they had to be like, "Okay, guys, that's enough.
New rule.
Starting now, no more pornography on the train." We all agree. It was, I think it was either Amtrak or like fucking New York. Or
And then like
whatever.
one guy is like, "God
Well,
damn
you know,
it."
every
Can
guy
I
that
at
does
least
that
finish
is going to
this
be
ride?
like, they were mad about too many people doing this. If just
Yeah.
one guy watches
Yeah.
porn, no one's going to care.
Everyone
Yeah.
bit his swag. I
He's
was
like,
doing this
Yeah,
before.
whatever. I know how to watch it in my chair.
Yeah.
Why would I stop?
They should give them their own cart. They should have the quiet
Their
car,
own
the
train.
food car.
If any of your
And then
friends
the
ever
fap
give
car.
you the fap car,
And they're all just
that's gonna
fapping.
stink.
Yeah. It's slippery too. You'd be like
The FAP
walking in a
car is
movie
not in
theater.
service today. The FAP car is not in service today. You're all disgusting human beings, and may God have mercy on your souls.
But you please feel free to continue masturbating in the bathrooms.
Yeah. However, the bathrooms are in service. We are not implying anything by saying that, but they are in service.
Damn, I might get nasty at watching porn on the train without getting caught. I might just get a big coat. Sir,
This is a move. This is a move right here.
oh yeah, dude. You can watch anything down there. I can watch whatever I want down here.
You're like, what?
Yeah, nobody can stop you either.
Sir,
I can't watch what?
sir,
I'm sorry, what?
sir. Huh?
No, I can't.
What? No, I was just I was
I can't.
I'm not jacking off.
I'm not watching porn under here.
Sir,
I'm watching a podcast.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm listening to Joe Rogan.
I'm sorry, what did you
Watching
say?
Joe Rogan.
You said I was causing trouble? I can't hear you. This is a soundproof chair.
Did that other guy jacking off pay more?
This is sound. This shirt.
That baby's jacking off in the front.
Don't shake my hand.
I don't want to shake your hand.
I'm coming out for her.
How could you see what I could be watching? You just like turn into that guy, but you still have a shirt on your face. Who says I can't watch it?
because I'm a gross pervert with a mustache? Oh, okay then.
You're telling me I can't watch child porn under my chair,
Calling my lawyer.
under my shirt? I mean,
This is
The audio listeners
this is
are going to hate that
defamation.
joke.
That was strictly visual.
That was strictly visual.
Even dude,
That's
if
why we
anyone-
have
if
both in the
anyone's
title.
on the fence about just visiting the YouTube instead, I think that probably just put them over the edge.
yeah.
That's what it's all about, dude.
And you can see my red face now. No, my face. I couldn't breathe in my shirt.
'Cause you were going humana.
I was committing to the bit.
You're jacking. Audio listeners, Big Chrissy was actually jacking his penis that entire time.
Yeah.
Only on
Unfortunately.
YouTube.
We do that every episode.
You jack your penises? Yeah.
Psych.
Is it legal to go hard under your pants? You don't have to blur that or anything, do you?
I don't know. I do have a story about that I'm embarrassed to say, but I think it could be good for the podcast.
Floor is yours.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm only going to tell it if I can trust you two, and everyone listening can guarantee me their
Never
trust.
repeat this.
Yeah, you can never repeat this. But when I first started being able to get boners, I would get one as a joke and then just walk around with like a flagging erection in my sweatpants in class.
Swag.
And I'd make all my friends laugh.
Swag.
Yeah, that was my prank back.
Did you have any prominent ones that stick out?
Yeah, one time I was in like lunch or something where we could all walk around, maybe recess, and I did walk up to a friend of mine and poke him in the leg.
Ooh, that's SA, dude. Trigger
yeah.
warning, SA.
I know.
Yeah.
We were both minors, so I think that means it's okay.
That still counts.
Oh well, sorry. Trigger warning. SA.
they-
Trigger warning, CP,
You had
SA.
to go to school HR.
I actually had a confession about childhood boners. This isn't out yet because it was at the Live Stoner Dads. But when I first started getting boners, I didn't know what they were, and a significant amount of time went by where I was just free bonering, not knowing that I even needed to hide it. So
That's goat status.
It was none of my business. Do you know what I mean?
It's
I
none
went
of
to
theirs
Catholic
either.
school, and it was like maybe some of the cool kids were making jokes about what boners actually were.
Yeah.
But it completely missed, Blockbuster Video, the Super Nintendo section on Friday night. You know what I mean? Way over
this
my
is
head.
lost on me, guys.
Yeah. So eventually, when I
Just
found out what they were, I had an instant, dude. I felt 6
Oh
months
my
of shame
man.
compacted into 1 second. I was like, oh, what was I doing that whole time? And it was like being in an electric chair.
Oh my
It was probably one of the low points of my entire life was the day I found out that I'd been walking around getting fucking boners and just people
that
seeing them.
embarrassment is so.
least
That's
you
just like
found
a
out.
visceral embarrassment.
Thank
as a
God.
kid,
You
too.
could have went on longer without knowing. Who knows how
Dude.
long you could have been just like, what am I doing?
Yeah, I'm talking about. I mean, you're an optimist, obviously. Your penis half concealed. I felt totally
hard.
exposed in a way I can never come back from.
Yeah.
That embarrassment as a kid is truly like a physical experience too. When you get hit with a memory, back then, when I would get hit with a memory of something embarrassing I did,
Oh yeah.
I would be in my bed and I'd just be like,
Yeah. Yeah, you tense up the same way as like a roller coaster. You go, I'm going to avoid feeling the full brunt of this one. Yeah, I'm not actually that gay anymore.
thank
I got to be cooler now, right? People would tell me if I was still that gay. And dude, Mary Jo catches me every time. I'll be in bed going, whew.
Yeah, I do that.
Are you good?
You hit a dragon coaster. When you hit a dragon an emotional dragon coaster, that's terrible. I know exactly what that is.
Dragon coaster.
I know. No, I didn't mean to not say yes. I just meant like imagining an older kid be just walking around with boners. But how old? Like it must have been. Yeah, that must have been really bad.
Yeah, well, it was whatever age that happens normally, but I was also a grade ahead.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, but I just mean I know exactly that of like, remembering is really just as bad as when it.
Oh yeah,
you experience it the first time.
Your body stores embarrassment like the scent of peanut butter. You can instantly recall it, and it might as well be in the room with you.
Yeah, that's just
You
chunky.
taking cover? Were you farting back there?
Nah, I just thought this would be nice to switch it up, and I want to check the time.
Oh, that's right. Where are we at?
Chunky,
51.
chunky peanut butter memories that just stick in your body.
Yeah,
Make you feel like
You
you're
can
going
ride
on
those,
a
dude.
roller coaster.
that's the truest VR. Is just thinking about the time that like you liked a girl and spazzed in front of her, and then your stomach goes, and then you're in bed and you go, fuck, and you don't know that your wife's awake, and she goes, what's up? Is everything okay? And you're just like, what? No, it's good. I was just stretching.
It's crazy the way, but it's also like when you're young, you just think differently about like what you could do. Of
You
like,
don't think.
yeah, you're like, oh, especially with like girls, you're like,
Oh my god,
I
that
like
was
this
so
girl.
Embarrassing.
What if I like?
I'm getting hit right now?
What if I
with
pushed
memories.
people and showed her I was the strongest boy?
yeah.
Yeah.
Or like
What if
just
I jumped off the bus? That's what I did. I jumped off the bus. We opened the back door of the bus, jumped out of
What
it.
if I challenged the other boys to slide across the floor in your pants as far as you can? And I got
I remember I
furthest?
did that kind of thing
We
in
had
like
cell phones too, which was bad.
That's terrifying. to
There's
me.
like a digital paper trail of me just texting pretty girls in my grade, "Hey," for like 3 years in a row. Probably.
yeah. Well, that's. I remember one
'Cause,
time.
dude, I had one when I was what, like
I did
middle
a
school.
physical
I got
thing like
a
that,
flip phone.
like in high school though, like of like doing like like trying to be like
14?
goofy.
Oh, yeah,
I
13.
jumped into like a pile of leaves, but they were like wet, like solid leaves. So I hit it, and I just like it was like hitting like a solid mass. And all I heard behind me was a girl who just went, "Who is that?" and then this other girl was like, "That's Christian." And
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
and then I like kind of hurt myself, and I was like, "Yeah, those aren't like those are you'll hit them like they're not. Those are
Don't jump into that leaf pile.
those are solid leaves. What's up?
It's a false pile. False pile.
I'm Christian. Hey, what's up?
Either you have a sling on you.
You fell on stage too the other day.
Oh, I should
but I
talk
think you should
about-
save that for the Patreon
No, okay.
Wow, nice upsell.
right.
because
You did it.
no, we still have 4 minutes.
All right. Well, I did this week. I went did. Do you have you guys? You went to JJ. You've been to JJ Mallon's. You've been
I
to.
know it. I don't go out.
So
Jewish Malins.
I went to a show that I was on the show, and as I walked up, like, please welcome Christian Wexer, my first step, I tripped. The stage is a little higher than I remembered, and then I basically just like fell onto stage, and everyone was like,
How did
"Hey,
you?
oh,
Don't.
And then I like looked up, like,
You should have went.
Did anyone ask if you were okay?
no, I just stood up, and I was like,
Then you're good.
all right, good night. Like I made a joke out of it, like just like.
Classic.
Tried to be like, hey, no, come on, but I'm
Next
actually
my
funny.
time.
But I'm actually funny though.
Stick around. Stick around. I'll get you.
Yeah, that but it kind of was probably the funniest thing I did at that point.
You should have
How you
done a
gonna
Yo
top it?
Mama
At that
joke.
point, you're the guy who fell. You
How
know,
you gonna top it, dude?
you're gonna be. Then I'm just like, yeah. So hey.
Oh, don't get addicted to it
I have
though.
a
I know
joke.
it probably felt good when they laughed at that, but don't get addicted to that.
Oh, what to fall? No,
Yeah.
no.
Chrissy.
No, what was
here
what you
we
were?
go, dude.
No, what were? No, I'm saying it did not. It did not feel good. This was like a new memory. It's like the kind of thing that I'll remember. Remember how we were talking
Yeah.
about things you'll remember, and then you'll tense up.
This is gonna be a good for a nice squeeze
Oh
on the
my
steering
god, dude!
wheel.
That's like every stand-up set I do. I say something that makes me do that. I go, oh.
Yeah, but have you
True.
ever fallen onto the stage?
No, I've never been a dumb idiot like that.
If a tree
Damn,
falls,
imagine if a
I would
heckler
never
went.
do something that dumb.
imagine if a heckler went timber. Oh
Well,
my
that's what I was just gonna
God,
say.
dude.
if a tree falls in the forest,
Oh,
If a big Chrissy
if a
falls
big
on
prissy
stage,
falls on stage, everyone sees.
anyone out at a show that sees Big Chrissy do stand up, if he falls again, go timber and
then-
scoop up
and
all
then
the
I hop
laughs
up.
and don't let him have any of
And then I
them.
hop up and I'm like, I'm like Willy Wonka.
oh yeah,
when
you
he
should have done
falls.
that. You should have rolled and went.
And then put my top hat on.
Any children here?
Yeah.
I have
It
candy.
was all a trick. Anyway,
It was all a trick. Who wants some candy?
yeah, another painful. Damn, this we talked about
We shared our traumas. We shared our
Mysteries
mysteries. We
and
shared our
trauma.
dreams, our nightmares.
traumas and mystery.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking dense,
Spooky
stuff.
I hope it was good.
I hope, yeah.
Now this is the part of the podcast where we say it was bad for 5 minutes.
No.
and then it'll be over.
What are we at? We can just
Yeah.
call it an.
No, we have 3 more minutes left, and I want to feel bad for every single one of them.
No.
That's fine.
No, I'm
You
just
can give people a look into what that's like.
kidding. No, we do every
We
time.
kind of have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we have to stop here.
You go into a spiral in the last 3 minutes.
We spiral almost every time we record.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone's been
Once-
so nice, and we spiral.
What do you want? What do you wish went differently? That's a good place.
Nothing.
To start.
There's I think it's the best. It's an experience. It's not a podcast. It's a sensation.
Yeah.
Suave.
Maybe you gotta be more mindful. You know,
I think about that a lot.
like
yeah.
dude, you've got another hour for embarrassing yourself. The ways that you've already embarrassed yourself are in the past. They don't even exist anymore. The only thing that really exists is how you're embarrassing yourself right now.
We have to embarrass ourselves better, or not at all.
Maybe.
That's a tough balance
Well,
to
we'll see.
even scope out. You know.
All right,
I feel
well,
like those galaxy brain memes.
mhm.
Do you like? See?
Dude, I've been punishing myself for like 2 weeks. I've been totally freaking out for like 2 weeks.
Why?
I
Why?
just felt completely lost.
Same.
I thought, wow, I'm never gonna ever even think again. My brain's never ever gonna kick back online.
I've kind of felt that way sometimes. Of like, what if I just wipe the hard drive, just blank head. No, I don't know. No, I don't mean that. I just mean I mean
Into
like
the cloud.
just no more like too much thinking going on sometimes, and then you're like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't even work. I'm flipping
No.
through. I'm going, okay, all right. I'll unplug it, plug it back in. And
Yeah.
every day.
Go-
I was
go
just like,
dark
no,
mode.
dude, I fucking
Yeah,
stink.
don't-
sometimes,
do not
sometimes people
disturb.
have to go dark mode.
You got factory reset sometimes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're just like a phone, you know? You're going to be good. You're going to be working for like 2 years. And for a while, you're thinking like, damn, I'm actually getting better at using my brain. And then you're going to get to a point where you're just like hit a wall.
It's like a hard drive. It's like I need some of this. Some of this I don't need though. Maybe that's my optimism.
You got defag.
Mhm.
You gotta delete some stuff. Focus on the new.
We'll try.
I do feel like that was the theme. That was kind of like an overarching theme of what we were talking about this whole time. You know, that was the through line that I kind of think wraps the whole thing up, and
Me too.
that was the eternal question that we were dancing around.
Yeah.
is basically what I'm saying.
We got mysterious in the beginning, then at the end, we found ourselves.
And we hated it. we hated
We
ourselves.
hated every
We-
second of it.
Oh no, we hated
Now it's time
ourselves.
to put
but
ourselves
then-
out of our misery
Yes, no,
once
no,
and
no,
for all.
No, we hated ourselves, but then
Go over
we
to the Patreon.
but then we accepted it.
We did accept it. That's
Yeah.
what it's all about. Just keep on keeping on.
The eagle has landed. Great job.
Thanks everybody for listening to the Super Ultimate Audio Visual Experience. This has been episode 7.
This was 8, I think. Right?
8? 8?
Single digits though. Ground floor.
Yep. Welcome to the ground floor of the Super
How
Ultimate
exciting
Audio.
for me. Thank you.
No problem.
Thanks for-
Make sure you subscribe to our beautiful Patreon. That'd be nice.
Patreon.com/T-Suave.
And Tim's as well. But he don't need that. Bye. We love you.
So long.